Today we'll be taking a look at the freezer defrost thermal fuse on this Samsung French door refrigerator. Be sure to visit ApplianceVideo.com, where you will find thousands of repair videos on the latest technology. And for a limited time, you can save big on an annual membership and take advantage of all of our premium benefits. ApplianceVideo.com. Do it right the first time. Stop. Before beginning any repair, always be sure to disconnect the power to the appliance. It is also recommended to test the outlet for the proper voltage. Remember to also turn off the water. You will need the following tools to complete this repair. To begin, we need to remove the freezer door. Now, when you open up, you see there's a couple of bins that's preventing us from doing that. Of course, these can be rather difficult to take out. I'm going to show you how to do it. This bin moves back and forth because it's on a track on both sides, but it just kind of laid in there. So just move it back and forth and lift up, pull it out, and set it to the side. Now the more difficult one is going to be the bottom one. When you start to pull it out, it tends to get stuck on this front lip here. So what we'll do is we'll lift it up. You'll want to kind of start to bend it back a little bit to pop it up. Got it past that ledge, we'll lift it up front ways like this and set it to the side. Now, let's go ahead and take this door off so we can get inside. You have a couple of 10mm bolts that are on here. You can use a drill or a socket, whichever you have handy at home, to remove it. Take these two out, move over to this side. Then I want you to lift up on the door, pull it off, and set it to the side. Next, we need to remove the freezer evaporator cover. Now, in order to do so, there are two Phillips screws that are holding it on. Next, we will pull out on your assembly just a little bit and start to pull up on the bottom portion of your cover. And you'll see the bottom of the cover start to pull off that ledge. And then we'll start to bring it down. And once we get it down, at the very top we have one Molex right in the center. You'll pull off right here. And then you can pull your evaporator cover out and set it to the side. Now that we have the cover removed, we have clear access to the thermal fuse here. Now the main reason why you'd be replacing this fuse is if the unit is not going to defrost, thus causing your freezer not to cool properly. What I would do, if you have a defrost problem, make sure you shut it down, let all the ice melt, and then open this up. And what we'll do is you'll want to undo the very top Molex here, and this is your thermal fuse. You'll use your meter to test for continuity. Obviously, if it's an open circuit, that means that it is popped. To replace it, we'll first just cut that zip tie, and the fuse comes off rather easy. You pop it forward from the bottom, pop it down, and set it to the side. When installing your new fuse, first you will install the horseshoe lip at the top. Push that up, swing it in. Let's reinstall the Molex. And then make sure we put a new zip tie on here. Use our pliers to cut off the excess. Reinstall the cover plate. Now we can reinstall the evaporator cover. When reinstalling your evaporator cover, going to have your rails pulled out. We're going to put it into the back. and first reinstall the Molex. Once we have that reinstalled, pull this out a little bit more. Then you're going to start to flex the back panel in. You want to push the top in and then push it back. Push the rails the rest of the way in and reinstall the screws. Now we can reinstall the door and shelves. When reinstalling your door, first there are hooks that are on the door that will slide on this portion of each side of these brackets. So we'll get the door, bring it in. It actually goes inside the brackets. And you will move it until the hook has went over the slotted area. Now let's reinstall the screws here. I'm going to start to put them in by hand just to get the door kind of lined up. If it doesn't thread easily, I'm just kind of wiggling the door because I do not want it to cross thread. Now let's tighten it up. All right, let's go to the other side. Once again, let's start by hand. Let's do the same on the bottom here. Once we have a decent thread going, let's go ahead and tighten them up. Now we can reinstall the bins. When reinstalling the large bin, we'll bring it in where that pesky lip is on the front. Drop it in here, and you'll want to lift it up, kind of pull back, and it should set in there pretty straight all the way across. Then let's slide this one in. Now when installing, it's a little weird to put in there. We will slide it in on the tracks and top. And then what I want you to do is go back and forth. That'll drop it in the correct placement. And this will complete your repair. Thank you for watching another quality video from ApplianceVideo.com. If you found this video helpful, make sure you click the like and subscribe to our channel.